So there's a number of frameworks here. We have the cyber kill chain from Lockheed Martin. That was one of the first ones. We bash it because it's short. It only has 7 steps. It doesn't really cover what happens once you get initial access and command and control all the way through action on objectives. But we forget that this cyber kill chain actually got us in front of senior management and board members. They see the cyber kill chain and they know what you're talking about, which is very important when we provide value. These other frameworks in the middle here, the ones from CBEST, the ones from TIBER-EU, are mostly regulatory type frameworks that require this threat-led type of red team exercise, these adversary emulations. And all these are public. You can look at these up. And this is actually what led us to create the framework for the regulatory use of penetration testing and red teaming in the financial services industry. It's what I based this course off of, and I'll show you a little bit more of that shortly. And then, of course, we have the industry standard, MITRE's ATT&CK framework. This is one everyone should be familiar with. It stands for adversaries, tactics, techniques, and common knowledge. It allows us all to speak the same language. The red team, the blue team, the cyber threat intelligence team, we can see and talk about an incident or a red team exercise or some threat intelligence all with the same language. And then lastly, a big shout out to Paul Poles with the unified cyber kill chain. He took a number of these kill chains and created the unified cyber kill chain, which I also model here, so I'll show you that in a bit. This is our mandatory slide on MITRE's ATT&CK matrix. MITRE has done a great job in supporting this for the community. It is open. If you have any new techniques or procedures, you can let them know. They have a portal. You talk to them. They're very active in various areas. They're all in RSA right now. And you can let them know things that you see out there. If you got a breach, if you did incident response and found something that doesn't map here, let them know. At the top row, you have the tactics. These are the attacker goals. And then each square under that is an individual technique. We will have some sub-techniques coming out in the next few months. And then if you click on any of these, available at attack.mitre.org, you can see procedures for each individual one. And this is important because when threat intelligence is received, they can map to it. When red team is creating an adversary emulation plan, they can map to it. Blue team, whenever they have a breach or a real incident, they can map to what the malicious actor actually did. It really offers us a common language that we all understand. So for this course and many organizations doing these blind red team exercises, or even if they want to do this non-blind as a purple team, we have a framework. That framework is listed here. This is a hybrid approach of the ones that we showed earlier. Many times we'll start with threat intelligence. And you don't have to do a big exercise. Threat intelligence could be a quick one. It could be a small exercise. For example, a new proof of concept code came out, or new ODA vulnerabilities out there, or a new technique was released. You consume this threat intelligence, and then you plan. You plan what you're going to do. If it's going to be a blind test, then a lot more planning will have to go into scope. You will cover a number of various different things, such as attack infrastructure, which I'll highlight shortly, from the red team perspective. And then, of course, you do the testing, and this is everyone's favorite part. You actually run the test, try to emulate this malicious actor, and then you get to the closure. The closure, the exercise closure, is a number of things that really change and really show the difference between a pen test and a red team. In the closure portion of your test, you're going to analyze and see what the responses were from the initial time that you got access or you compromised a system or any of the systems you compromised. What was the response? How did the processes work? What were the times to detect? And then you create your report like most of the time, and it leads to remediation and action plan. I have a very nice section at the end here of a great way that you can use a tool called Vector to track these exercises and show value as you do more red team engagements over time.